Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I am here to give y'all a quick review on Ready to Love Dallas. I'm bored. Like this past episode was extremely boring. For it to be a party episode, they had a hold down. Okay, I like that the ranch was black owned. I appreciate showcasing and promoting and paying black owned businesses. But I said this on Kamisha's channel. I was driving my niece and nephew back to Illinois. They were with me last week. And I love when they're here, but I'm used to my emptiness, y'all. But I had to be on the line because I want to hear what the other ladies had to say about the show. And I had a few 2 cents to throw in there. If you listen, I didn't really say too much because it wasn't really too much to say. Tommy lets everyone know it's a hold down. We got a cliffhanger at the end. The power is back in the women's hands. Let's just jump right into it. I didn't take any notes, so this gonna be quick. I remember, is it Marye? I still ain't figure out how to say his name. Marye and Sierra went out on a date. I want to say this first to Sierra. The wig is cute. The wig is cute, but you took away your superpower in this cast, which is being an individual. Like everybody this season has a bust down, at least what's that, 26 to 28-inch center part wig. Like your ice blonde pixie cut made you one, it was beautiful, and it made you unique. It made you stand out in the crowd. Now you just look like everybody else. But hey, if you like it, I love it for you. Um, at least their conversation was natural. They really didn't talk about too much. They kind of talked about how they kept saying 2 or 3 times, our conversations are just so natural. Yeah, we have such a good time. Okay, but what else y'all got to talk about? But potential connection, maybe one thing that was discussed Saturday was everybody this season. Oh, there go my contact. Oh, everybody this season is taking the slow burn to finding a connection, and I'm not mad at that. Sometimes I don't really like when people link up episode one in the alliance type of connection, like, oh, you my tops, okay, we gonna ride this out to the end. I don't really like that. I don't mind a slow burn either, but what this season is missing is that touch of drama. That touch of, I feel like we're gonna get it next week. We're gonna get a little drama next week and we're gonna save it. But like, anyway, that was Sierra and Monier. Red and Lee went out on a date. It's very instant. No connection, no chemistry. Like they couldn't even look at each other in the eyes. And if they weren't making a TV show, I'm sure they would have said, "This ain't gonna work. Let's not waste each other's time, or let's get this meal to go. We ain't gonna pass no free meal, but let's get it. To, let's get it to go." I don't know. They just have no chemistry. Red turned into a job interview, running down his resume. Sir, we don't care where you used to work or what you used. We don't care. I'm not on these dates with Red. I don't find that he name drops. He does say he's known in Dallas, and Kamisha confirmed in Dallas he's a known personality, and that just tells me a lot of y'all don't live in Dallas. But anyway, Lee and Red have no chemistry. We get to the hoedown. Tommy lets us know, you know, get together, and some of the ladies are excited because they want to spend time with their number one, and they also want to see who their number one is speaking to. Chris had an award from his job and he had to dip out. Congratulations on your award. That was probably no, the most exciting thing about this hoedown was Janelle's boots. Them black and white knee-high cowboy boots. Everything, Janelle, everything. I love those. That was the best part of the hoedown. Um, who talked? I couldn't even tell you. Janelle spent time with Herbert and Quentin. Quentin looks like he's going to be jealous that Janelle is talking to Herbert. Don't be jealous. Just move around. Find you a couple of connections. I guess Janelle is the it factor this season. Outside of those boots, I don't see it, but I'm not a man. I don't know what men are attracted to. But okay, it's Janelle. We didn't get much of the new girl, Katarina. Is that a bust? Like, if you're not setting her up on individual dates, is she not popping? I didn't see. Sorry, y'all. I had to quench that thirst real quick. Let's just get to fast forward because it ain't nothing really happened this episode. The main conversation I want to talk about is Lee and Marvin. Marvin was talking about ass worshiping and something about breasts. I don't know if I can say the words on YouTube because he couldn't hardly say them over there on the Oprah Winfrey Network. But he talked about a couple of body parts he wants to worship, forced orgasms with restraints. And I was like, ooh. Now Lee was like, too much for me. And I said, ooh, this sounds like a great time. This sounds like a great time. Like, I ain't gonna put all my business in the street. Am I into this? Cause see, I see the foolishness that go on with the subdom culture, walking like dogs, being whips and chains, and I ain't into all of that. But what Marvin was talking about sounded great, and I definitely want to try some ass worshiping. And he didn't say you had to have a big ass for it to be worshipped. So I'm not worried about that. I'm into all of the body part pleasures. I'm into the restraints. I'm like, why are you ladies like, he's not saying anything too freaky. He's really not. And I want to know more about it. But anyway, moving on. That's all I really cared about this episode. We get to the end and we have to let two people go. A lot of people don't like Red because they say he name drops all the celebrity he knows, and I don't really think that's the case. I feel like they want Red to be on stage with them, and I get what Red is saying, and I like Red. Red and Unique argued this episode too, but it looked like we don't have this issue anymore. Unique did wrap back around to somebody. I don't feel like, based on the super trailer, that Marvin is getting ready to go home. Kamisha said two people are going home this week or leaving the show. Somebody's going to quit. I have no idea. So I'm going to guess that Red goes home here. But what I was going to say about Red, when you are an artist, a comedian, a singer, an actor, you aren't on stage, on go, on performance 24/7. Like, when it's time to perform, you perform. When you're at home, yeah, you might crack a joke every once in a while, but like, I'm sure he likes a calm environment, and he was trying to have a nice, respectable dinner with Lee, but it just wasn't no chemistry there. But I like Red. I don't feel like he got a fair shake this season. Maybe he did. I mean, sir, you made it to episode 4 or 5, whatever episode we on. You got a fair shake, Red. Chris can't dance, but Marvin is in the bottom too because the ladies aren't into his lifestyle. I feel like Unique is going to save him. I feel like Unique, it's something about Unique. I feel like she's going to use Marvin to be on this show. I don't think she's interested in Marvin because when they kissed, she put her hand up. Like, I'm just going to pick you, but I'm going to leave my hand up to make it seem like we really in some emotional, pleasurable moment. But I don't think Unique really wants Marvin either, but you got to have somebody vote for you. Those two will probably be the next two to go home. Well, no, old girl about to tell somebody he only like white girls, and so I think she gonna go home next because that's gonna be highly offensive to say to somebody if it's not true. Even if it is true, let people love who they love. If they don't want you for whatever reason, just move on because somebody else does. Even if he does only like to date white girls and he's only on this show to play in y'all face, ain't 90% of y'all only here to play in our face. So let him play in our face and love who he want to love and just move on if it's not you. But that's all I have to say about Ready to love. I'm sorry I couldn't make it more entertaining. They didn't give me nothing to give y'all. So that's it. Definitely get in the comments. Let me know what you think about this week's episode. I'll be back next week to judge and review some more. But Ready to Love Dallas this season, just it's not it for me. I'm already ready for them to move on to another season. I'm just ready for them to go ahead and hire all actors and entertain me. Cause y'all don't be finding love anyway. Just entertain me. And if y'all got real lives to go back to, hire some actors, put them on the show to cut up, act the fool, so I could be entertained, and we can move, and I can give y'all something to talk about, and we can move on. And we can move on. But anyway, y'all want to know what's a mess? That Caught in the Act with Tammy. I need to review that. I might start reviewing that because that is a mess. But anyway, y'all, like, comment, share, all of that good stuff. I'll see you next week. Bye.